So, as I've been trying to think about it, and I've spent a lot of time thinking about it, and I've maybe you and I've already had this conversation, and maybe I've just will be saying it for the fifth time to my crowd here, but Tesla's going to have autonomous electric trucks
Mhm.
probably sometime next year
Right.
before they could possibly have built and started to scale the solar factory.
Mhm.
So sometime around the same time, let's say, as the solar factory is ready to go, they're going
Mhm.
to have autonomous electric trucks, which is going to
Yeah.
reduce their cost. What did we figure out is going to be like 10% of the
Mhm.
cost
Right.
when you have a person in the seat and you're paying for diesel.
Right.
So your raw material, wherever that raw material is, you're picking that raw material up now, and you're going to bring it to the plant for 90% less
Mhm.
than it was going to cost that it cost everybody else, including maybe not 90% less than China, because that person in the seat might not be as much, but it's going to cost
Mhm.
less than China to bring that truckload of raw materials to the plant.
Mhm.
Now, if we
R-
take Elon's methodologies, Elon's what you're talking about, manufacturing prowess, potentially materials prowess, everything else that we know about what Elon and his crews are capable of doing.
Yeah.
And now you build something that's at least landed on the floor, landed on the factory floor, costs the same as China without
Mhm.
having to ship it overseas. This is my bottle business. I didn't make bottles cheaper than China, but the
Mhm.
10 cents it was costing to get it from China to the United States made me competitive. So
Right.
that's why I never took my bottles to China to make them. Same
Right.
thing here, fairly inexpensive product. If you've got the same price landed on the factory floor and you
Mhm.
don't have all that freight, you've got a
Mhm.
big advantage. Now
Mhm.
you turn it around and you're going to freight it to
Mhm.
location.
Mhm.
So when you're freighting it to the location, you're back to having a 90% advantage again against
Mhm.
anybody else getting it to the location that it's going to be installed.
Right.
So this combination of advantages to me, and then of course you could have, to the extent you need any labor in the factories, those can be robots.
Mhm.
A lot of them could be robots. So it would seem like he should be able to make a better product at a lower price, as
Mhm.
usual,
Mhm.
even more so than in the past because of the trucks.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely think that's the case. One thing I wanted to show was this is the wiring that's inside the Memphis 2 facility
Right.
where they're because all the chips have to be hooked up to everything else, right? So this kind of, you know, wiring everything up in 30 days, right,
Yes.
is the kind of technological advantage that they have. So we have that picture, and then also the wiring in the back,
Right.
right? So it's just, and they can do that like everything wired together as, like for 10,000 units every day, right? So that kind of like hooking it all up, getting the grid connected, and they're working on the grid components for megapacks, right?
Right.
So that kind of get it all hooked up. I want a gigawatt, 10 gigawatts, just like like a truckload after truckload as fast as I can move it there, and then it all gets hooked up. Either I built it that way so I can just deploy it and pop it in, snap it together. That's how they're going to snap together the cars. They had to go from, for the unbox process, the modular giant Lego thing.
Right.
Instead of putting up wiring harnesses, they said we're going to go to 48-volt architecture, and they can just snap together,
Hmm.
right? So that kind of some level of innovation on the construction and on the fully deployed, it's all working at a large scale. It, is something that, like when they're making the best, most reliable superchargers and they have to go to megapacks for the trucks and they have to, scale up and say instead of um, a megawatt of power for a supercharger in terms of like the solar, I need to get to 10 megawatts, 50 megawatts, 100 megawatts for each location, right? So it's how can I just pop it out in one day, right? How can I just pop it out and have it all working
Right.
and plugging that power in? And all that power can also be used for, to top up mega packs for an AI data center as well, right? So they have these huge needs to be able to pop out um, a fully all the solar power I need, all the mega packs I need, all hooked up and sending power in the right um, voltages and speed of delivery for powering up a megawatt for a truck or powering up an AI data center. So that's the speed of and the demand what they need to be able to deploy, what they need to take control of.